Hey everyone, welcome to a video MCFC Connect. This will be premiering on Friday, which is tomorrow for me, but it's right now for you. But anyways, enough of that. Jeremy Doku, a couple hours ago, got announced officially by Manchester City as a Man City player. And yeah, it's a great signing for City, isn't it? And today I'm just going to be talking about that, and what he's going to bring to City, things that he'll be able to do that other players couldn't, and what he offers, as a new kind of player for City that we haven't had in a while, So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it and decipher Jeremy Doku and what he can bring. So, obviously, age 21, 21 years old, nice and young. He signed a 5-year contract, so he'll be with us until, he's got a contract until 2028, so he'll be with us until then, hopefully. And then, if he does well, maybe we give him a contract extension. And his market value is 28 million. We paid over double that, for 60 million. But let's have a look at some of the stuff that he'll bring to this side, that maybe others couldn't. So we'll start with some obvious stats. His goals and assists. He got 11 goals and assists last season in all comps, and that was in 35 games. So he's averaging a goal contribution last season for Rennes every 3 games, which isn't that bad for, no disrespect to Rennes, but you're playing for Rennes. You're not the top side in France, and you're definitely not the top side in Europe. So he's doing that in a tough team to play with, because obviously you're going up against the big boys. But when you're City, again, in no disrespect to other teams, you're the top and everyone else is trying to match you. So that brings something to it. So maybe because Jeremy Doku will be playing with better players and a better coach, he'll be able to get some more stats for us. So 7 goals, 4 assists, definitely not bad. His pace is going to be fantastic, and we're going to get onto that in a minute. Last season he had 3 injuries, which he missed 11 games from. So people might be worried about that, okay, because overall career injuries is 8 injuries with 50 games missed. So so people might say, oh, there's a bit of concern there, is it worth the risk? Is he going to be injured half the time? The short and quick answer is, I don't think he will be. And my reason is for that is because City's medical team is phenomenal. Pep praises them all the time. Our medical staff are just great at hitting the nail on the head of everything. So, and, it's like with Erling Haaland. He moved to the Premier League, not a great injury record, but at Dortmund, on corners, Haaland would come back to defend, okay, because of how tall he is. But then when Dortmund would go on the break and try countering, he would bolt up the pitch. This would be multiple times in a game, which can have strain on your body. And so, hopefully, that won't be the case with Jeremy Doku. Obviously, he's got that pace similar to Erling Haaland, so we've spoken about this on previous videos. MCFR TV's touched on it a couple of times, and I've spoken about it a bit. Jeremy Doku, and his link up with Erling Haaland's got a lot of potential, because of how quick those two are going to be able to get up the pitch. How often we'll do that, I'm not sure, because Obviously, we're very possession based. Anyone can tell you that. So yeah, it's gonna be curious to see how we roll with that and monitoring him. Last season, he had 92 successful dribbles, which is just amazing. That's the second most in league, and he's second to Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi, who for most of his life, for most of his career, has been the best player in world football and is the best footballer in history, in my opinion. 7 Ballon d'Ors, just won the World Cup. So, yeah, Lionel Messi, no doubt. If you are getting numbers near Messi, whether they're goals or assists or not, and in this case successful dribbles, then you're doing something right, aren't you? And considering he missed 11 games to injury as well, which would have added a bit more. And also, big stat about Jeremy Doku. Last season, he set a new record in Ligue 1, where he got 12 successful dribbles in a single game against a team called Bordeaux. So this guy is going to be he's going to get on the ball a lot, and he's going to be dribbling a whole lot, which is something I'm excited to see. His passing accuracy is 85%, not too bad. Could be better, could be worse. But under City, they're gonna coach passing to be in the 90s. When it comes to passing accuracy. So no doubt that Jeremy Doku has got the potential to hit those passing numbers like other City players do. But maybe that's not what Jeremy Doku's job's going to be so much, because Erling Haaland's job isn't to link up the play as such, but obviously we're trying to get him to do that a bit more. Erling Haaland's main function is to score the goals, which he does very well when he's on the ball. So Jeremy Doku, definitely going to bring... He gives us more options up top with Haaland as well. To a less one-dimensional... Remember all that last season we're getting called one-dimensional? Oh no, it might have just started raining. My luck, eh? So, passing accuracy, it could be worse, but it will be coached to be better. Now we're going to get on to a big stat, which is 85% successful take-on. 105 successful take-ons. That's an absolutely wild stat. That's more than Jack Grealish and Mahrez combined. And it ain't even close. I think Mahrez and Grealish combined go into the 80s or the 70s, but not into the 90s or 100s. So that is really a fantastic stat. Just shows you he's going to be talented. Thierry Henry praises him really highly. I'm sure a lot of City fans have heard it by now, but he says when you're one-on-one with Jeremy Doku, the one thing you can do is just pray. So hopefully he's going to show that in the Premier League as well. And Thierry Henry, he's got a very respectable opinion in the Prem. He's considered partly as one of the best players in Premier League history. Some even say he is the best player in Premier League history. So take that as you will. His top speed recorded last season was 19.57 miles an hour, or 31.50. Is that kilometers an hour? It might be. So crazy. Again, that's big speed. That's some good speed. I'm not 100% sure on my speed statistic there. It was recorded in 2022. Yeah, I'm not sure if that is factual. I just searched it up, looked around and found that, so that might not be true, but it might be true, so hopefully if it isn't true, it's even quicker. But on to what Jeremy Doku will offer. Okay, number one, he's going to offer us so much off the bench. Just imagine it's 1-1, okay, but we need to win. Alright, it's that kind of situation. We've got Jeremy Doku on the bench for like the final 5-10 minutes, okay? Bring Jeremy Doku on. Alright, their back line, okay, might be tired. Get a ball over the top. Jeremy Doku's going to cause so many problems, I'm telling you. Get the ball to him, he'll take them on. Get the ball over the top to him, he will run onto it. He's rapid, so a lot to expect from him. He's only young, so we've got to be patient with him. He's 21, he's got so much time to develop under Pep Guardiola's guidance. He's got a big number on his back, not necessarily within the history of the club, but number 11 is a pretty significant number. Sorry guys, I should have had my phone on silent. But yeah, Jeremy Doku, his pace will be devastating and he's going to cause a lot of problems. I think he's going to attract fouls like how Jack Grealish does. You know what I mean? Because Jack Grealish is always getting fouled, and maybe we can see the same come from Jeremy Doku possibly. So yeah, this isn't meant to be a long one, by the way. This is just basically a quick introduction, basically, to Jeremy Doku, what we can expect from him, and the exciting things to come from him. Like his link-up play with Haaland, that's going to be really, really interesting. And just his link-up play overall, I want to see how well he does. So, Jeremy Doku, officially a Manchester City player. It's a really, really big signing for City. Hopefully we can get Matheus Nunes over the line soon, as he is coming close. If I won't touch on to him too much because, this is a Jeremy Doku video. Wish I had more to talk about, but that's actually it basically on the screen. But yeah, he is available for Sheffield. You'll see whether, and my prediction. I've said my prediction in previous live streams for that game, and if you want to see more details on that, so if you want to get a sneak peek at what my thoughts will be against Sheffield United, then watch back a couple of streams because I do touch on it. But other than that, the preview will be, I'll be streaming the preview on Saturday, and then obviously doing a live watch along on Sunday. It should be going live for about 1:30, so But other than that, guys, just trying to think if I've got anything else to say. Jeremy Doku there, yeah. That's fingers crossed he works out. Pep Guardiola's developing him, so in Pep we trust, and in our coaches we trust, because obviously Pep's not our only coach. And hopefully Jeremy Doku's going to really do something for us. We're missing Kevin De Bruyne. He's got big shoes to fill in Riyad Mahrez, so hopefully he can step up to the plate. Let's not put too much pressure on him. He's only 21, and we don't want to over pressure him, so you know how it is. Young players have got to be nurtured well, and we're going to make sure that we mature him. So this is probably the biggest move Jeremy Doku will ever have in his career, and at least definitely one of the biggest moves. So we'll see how it goes. But other than that, guys, thanks an absolute bunch for watching. Exciting times, isn't it? Hopefully we can get Matheus Nunes over the line, and if we're going to go in for any other players, who expected Manuel Akanji on deadline day? But yeah, let's hope we get any signings we want over the line now. So yeah, there might be another video out today for you guys. Not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'll be going live today. Hopefully I can. If I can't, then I apologise, because I try to go live every day, but it's a busy one for me tomorrow. But I'll do my absolute best. But anyway, guys, that's enough of me. Just a short one here. Welcome Jeremy Doku to the club. Hopefully, if he does get minutes against Sheffield United, they're going to be some good minutes. But until then, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. See you later. Thanks for watching.